Once, when I was a kid back in Ohio, I got this fortune cookie that said, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Well, my own journey didn't begin with a step. It really began with a comment. One tiny little comment I made to my girlfriend Rachel one night during dinner.
Well?
It's good. It's good. But, don't you think it might be just a little bit overcooked?
What the fuck was that supposed to mean, huh?
I didn't mean anything by it.
What the fuck? What kind of code are you trying to tell me?
You know I like it al dente, sweetheart.
That is just like you thinking of yourself first. That is all you ever think about. You.
I'm sorry. It was a terrible, tactless thing to say, sweetheart, and I'm really sorry.
Oh, sure. Like I'm going to have sex with you after you've completely denigrated my self-esteem? I don't think you realize just how important self-esteem really is. Where would any of the great people in the world be without their self-esteem? Huh? Where would that woman who does those long-distance commercials be if she had someone trying to rob her of her self-esteem every second of her life? Huh? You think about that while you're sleeping on the couch. On the couch! God damn it! Oh.
I always had a lot of trouble standing up to Rachel. I had trouble standing up to just about everyone, especially my boss. He was a TV star, or a former TV star. His show, the one that made him famous, was still playing every night in syndication. You've probably seen it. Even though I've been working with him for over a year, I still had to call him Mr. Vincent. He was maybe the meanest person I ever met.
Who the fuck is it?
It's me, Mr. Vincent.
And well, who's me?
Jasper.
Who?
Jasper! Your assistant!
What, did you change your name?
No, sir.
Did you bring me my breakfast?
Mr. Vincent had lost a lot of money to his 8 ex-wives, but he'd also made a lot of money because of a malpractice suit he'd won about a year before. He had a fake chin, you see. And one day on the set, a stuntman hit him in the jaw, and the fake chin slipped. For some reason, the doctors couldn't remove the chin altogether, so it kind of messed up Mr. Vincent's career.
Oh, this is really sweet. Listen to this. Dear Mr. Vincent, my name is John, and I am 10 years old, and the B Team is my all-time favorite TV show. Yeah. And you are my all-time favorite B Team member on the B Team next to Kimba.
Kimba?
Yeah.
Was his favorite?
Yeah.
Anybody in this town could do what he did. The bomb is gonna go off, boss. The bomb gonna go off, boss. It's gonna go off. That's all he had said. I mean, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
There's more.
Well, go on.
I'm very sick.
Good.
And the doctors say I will be going to heaven soon.
Good.
So I was wondering if you send me an autographed picture, or what I'd really like is if you could send me an autographed picture of,
Kimba?
Yeah, Kimba.
Ooh. Autograph picture. Yeah. No. Pen. Love. Kimba. Now, what I want you to do is mail that, and I want you to take me to the drugstore because I've got to get some. I got to get a razor.
Sometimes I could hardly believe my life had worked out this way. The only reason I'd left Ohio in the first place was to play music. I was in this band. But the minute the band hit California, it busted up. So I was just sort of hanging on, thinking vaguely of a career as a songwriter. Well, I need a lead guitarist, and I need a drummer too. I need a bass player. I guess I need a whole new band.
Jasper! Honey? Dinner time. Well?
Well, it certainly is al dente.
There is just no pleasing you, is there?
Well, Rachel, it looks
No,
delicious.
don't. Don't you touch me. Don't you put a hand anywhere.
Rachel. I realized then I had to get out. I had to make a move. And the very next day, after work, I found an ad in the paper. Single inhabitant sought for fully furnished Victorian house in lovely area. Very safe.
You must be Jasper. I'm Francis. This is my wife, Betty.
Hello there. I'm Betty.
We own this house and all of the others on Paradise Lane.
That's our house over there.
Yes.
It's lovely.
Oh, it's not just lovely. It's paradise.
only $350 a month?
Plus the first and last month's rent.
What's the catch?
Did he say catch?
That's what he said.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
I have no idea.
No, I just meant that, well, it's a house. You know, it's a huge house with antiques and, well, everything. I just figured there's got to be some reason why you're letting it go so cheap.
It's cheap, young man, because we like to make our properties affordable for desirable tenants.
Well, I don't know if my girlfriend would agree, but I like to think of myself as desirable.
Give him the form, Betty. Fill that in. Helps us to determine if you're the kind of tenant that we're looking for.
It was like some sort of a personality test. There were questions like, would you consider yourself sociable? Please explain. And what are your favorite movies? What's your favorite music and TV show? It was a little bit like one of those data sheets on the backs of centerfolds. Only this one was 20 pages long. I figured with standards that precise, I'd never have a chance. But even so, I filled the whole thing out. And 2 days later, I called back, and they said the place was mine.
You better not have brought me any more junk mail. I told you once, I've told you a million times, no more junk mail. Hey, learn how to drive, asshole! Fuck you!
I never told Rachel I was moving out. I just didn't have the nerve. So I called in sick with Mr. Vincent, and right after Rachel left for work, I went in and moved out all my stuff.
He was just sitting right in the road. I'm just in this house. Here, you don't speak English or anything, do you? Hi. How you doing?
What I didn't have, Betty and Francis gave to me. They gave me sheets, blankets, towels, and everything I needed for my kitchen. They were kind of like surrogate parents to me.
Yeah, I thought I wanted more than Columbus had to give. Yeah, I thought I wanted glory and a fancy place to live. Yeah, now life seemed pretty good, but I guess I didn't know how much I come to miss my home in Ohio.
That's one I just wrote. I'm working on some others.
No, thank you.
You have absolutely no talent, my boy.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, but don't be downhearted. I mean, it can always be a hobby.
Yes, just like Troy.
Who's Troy?
Troy, he lives next door to you. He writes music, too.
Just as a hobby, of course.
We think the world of Troy.
He's our favorite tenant.
That was the first time I ever heard Troy's music. And boy, when Betty and Francis implied he didn't have any talent, they weren't fooling. It was the scariest thing I ever heard. But that night I didn't complain. I just went back to bed and tried hard to fall back to sleep.
Were the expensive whores Mr. Vincent sent for?
Hi, I'm Jasper, Mr. Vincent's assistant. He's just downstairs, please.
Gee, this place looks pretty shitty for a TV star.
Is it the black guy or the Nazi?
Oh, I had such a crush on the Nazi.
I liked all of them.
Actually, Mr. Vincent's not going to be performing with you today. He's just going to watch. He does have some nice costumes for you to put on, though. Mr. Vincent hadn't had actual sex since his accident. He didn't want anyone to see him. So all he ever did was watch.
Fuck, I hope you douche. Oh, fuck off.
Well, they sent us the cream of the crop, didn't they, huh?
Ready.
Go on, get in there. Go on.
That was never quite as good as it sounded.
Hello, Miss Jones. I am your nurse. I hope you are feeling better today.
I'm not feeling very well today. Thank you for asking.
What seems to be the problem today?
There is a problem with my ass.
Oh, well, let me see it, please. Maybe I could provide some assistance.
You're not supposed to laugh, okay? And, he wants there to be a problem with your breast, okay? Not the ass.
Anything else?
Yeah, he wants you to use this thermometer when you examine her. Okay, and, I think you know which orifice he means.
Which what?
Orifice. You know.
No, we don't. Why don't you show us?
On yourself.
Come on.
And on Interstate 5, there's a 7-car accident due apparently to a shooting. They put 3, 4, and 5 lanes.
3 security guards were shot dead yesterday as animal rights protesters tried in vain to liberate a chinchilla farm.
Jesus! Stop stabbing your brother right this minute.
Yes, Mr. Vincent.
Yes, again. So, you thought you could just walk out on me without having to face the music. Well,
Guess yet again, buddy boy. You'll never get rid of me. Never.
This is ridiculous, okay? I don't love you. You don't love me.
Who cares about love? I need to feel powerful and worthy, and I can only do that with someone as weak and worthless as you. Okay? So, pull over. Jasper! Come on, Jasper. You know you want to come back. Sweetie, look at me. I said, look at me! Jasper! Oh! You motherfucking asshole cocksucking shitbox little prick! I will find out where you're staying! I will find out! And you will be really, really sorry!
Jasper.
What a pleasant surprise.
We were just in the middle of a slideshow.
Yeah, come on in. Come on, come on.
That's Tahiti.
We love Tahiti.
Love Tahiti. Absolutely love Tahiti.
Yeah. Oh la la.
That's in Paris.
How are you going to keep them down on a farm after they've seen Paris?
Jasper, dear, are we boring you?
Oh, no, of course not. It's just, I wanted to discuss the music.
Your music?
I thought we made our feelings about that very clear.
Yes, you certainly did, but it's not my music I was talking about. I wanted to talk to you about Troy.
What about Troy?
Yes, what about Troy?
Well, Troy plays music. Loud. I mean, really loud. And, you know, if it was at a reasonable hour, I guess I wouldn't mind, but he plays it at all hours of the night, and, well, I'm sure you must have heard it.
Have you heard any music, Francis?
I haven't heard any music.
We haven't heard any music, Jasper. And Francis and I are both very light sleepers.
It's one of many things that we have in common.
Well, you know, I'm not a light sleeper, and if I could hear it, then it must be pretty loud.
We'll have a word with him.
Yes, he's a very sensitive soul.
Not very social.
But sweet. Just one of the sweetest people you'd ever want to meet.
Hi. You must be Troy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Jasper. Jasper James.
I don't care for birds. I like people. They're always flying around, singing, sticking their noses where they don't belong. I don't like that.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. So obviously, I wasn't about to complain anymore. And it wasn't like it was every single night. Some nights it was very peaceful. But on the nights when he did crank up the music, I found a way of coping. Of course, things with Mr. Vincent were as rough as ever. He'd suddenly got it in his head he wanted to write his autobiography. The only catch was he wouldn't let me use the computer. He insisted I write it all out by hand. Accident. I was in a supermarket when a woman came running up to me. She asked if I was Vince Vincent. I replied that I was.
I replied that I was Vince Vincent. You know what she said to me? Do you know what she said? She said, "Why is your chin in the middle of your cheek? What are you, some kind of freak? No compassion. None!" That's when I started thinking of my days at the seminary, when all I wanted to do was serve God, God Almighty. And then I realized how strongly I wanted to leave the church, other than the fags. There was no more good left in the world.
Yeah.
And that, my friend, brought me to revel in evil.
Hey, just one second.
Answer the fucking phone.
No, I'm almost done. Hang on a second.
Answer.
Just a second.
Fuck it. Yes, hello? Oh, really? Okay, fine. Hang on. Did you move recently?
Yeah.
Where? What's your address?
1329 Paradise Lane.
Yeah, it's 1329 Paradise Lane. Okay, bye.
What was that all about?
That was your ex-girlfriend. She wanted to know your new address so she could come by and make your life a living hell. Come on, let's get back to work.
Who is it?
I was driving down the street, and these gang members, they shot my wife, and...
Wait a minute.
God, I think she's dead.
Wait a minute.
Please, man, just pass me the phone through the door. That's all I'm asking. Just give me the phone.
Okay.
How can you fall for a line that obvious? I can't stand guys like you.
What did I do?
You picked on a poor, helpless woman. I'll teach you to pick on a poor, helpless woman! Come here. Come here.
Get the hell away from me. Stay the hell away from me.
Get up here. Hey, where you go? Where you go? Come here! Wait! Come here! No! How does it feel now, Mr. Pick on a poor, helpless woman?
You've only heard one side of the story.
I don't want to hear anything that you have to say! Oh. You bled on my freaking shirt? You bled on my freaking shirt? This'll teach you to bleed on a perfectly good shirt! don't you watch where the fuck you're going?
What'd you say?
What did I say? I said, why don't you watch where the fuck you're going, take your Uncle Fester ass, and get it the fuck out of my face! Whoa!
I asked for extra cilantro. Hello? Are you deaf? Extra. Mucho. Cilantro. Cilantro. Please. Make it snappy.
Rachel, I want to speak with you, please.
Jasper, sweetie, you've gone and gotten yourself a makeover. I hardly recognize you.
Big surprise. I spent the whole night in the emergency room because of you.
Because of me?
Yes, goddammit. You sent somebody over to beat the crap out of me. And don't say you didn't do it, because I know you did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What'd you do, Rachel? Did you pay the guy? Huh? Did you pay him, or did you fuck him? Huh?
Rape! Rape! This man is trying to rape me! Much better.
Yeah, who is it? Hey, hang on a second.
Are you Jasper James?
Yeah, I am.
I'm Detective Bob. This is my partner, Detective Jim.
How you doing?
You know this man?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I sure do. He barged in here the other night and beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, he told a friend that's what he was gonna do.
Disappeared right afterwards.
Well, I didn't have anything to do with that.
Nobody said you did.
This is just a formality.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck if he turns up or not. Guy's got a record as long as my dick.
Fucking asshole.
You know what I hope? I hope somebody murdered him.
Me too. Round up every last one of them and murder the whole bunch.
Damn straight.
So do you mind if we hang out here for a little while? We got a little time to kill, right?
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, Bob and Charlie and Greg are here. Why don't you round up Ray and Dave?
Is that Chris?
Yeah.
Take this hamper. I want to talk to him. Yo, Chris. You ain't still looking for that milk carton kid, are you? Blow it off, man.
Who dealt this steaming pile of dog shit?
Civilian.
Figures. Jesus. Kids, I just checked your cupboard. You have got absolutely nothing to munch on.
And we are definitely out of beer.
I guess I could make a beer run.
The kid's not as stupid as he looks.
And bring back some Cheezos while you're at it.
Yeah, the crunchy kind.
And some porno, too, if you can swing it.
Yeah, with Christy, you know, with the...
No. Savannah.
I think Savannah's dead.
I'd still fuck her.
Excuse me. Excuse me? I think I've locked myself out of my house. And I was wondering if you had any...
A spare key.
Spare key? Of course we do. We're the landlords, after all.
Bring it back when you're done.
Of course. Yeah.
Jasper, is there something else?
Yes, sir. It's about Troy.
Troy? Again?
I hope he's not playing that music. We spoke to him about that.
Oh, yes, we did. And he was very sorry.
Oh, he felt terrible. He said he was going to apologize to you.
No, he did. Sort of. But it's not about the music. You see, a couple of minutes ago when I was trying to get into my house, you know, I noticed a dog in the back of Troy's yard, and he was digging up a bone.
So?
Well, it was a huge bone. And I think it might be human. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was. Now, I don't want to be an alarmist, but, you know, think about it. He's up at all hours of the night. He's got his windows all covered up, and you got to admit, he is a little bit strange, don't you think?
Jasper, when we accepted you here, it was on the basis of the form, you know? And we scrutinized it very carefully. And there was nothing there to indicate that you were some sort of busybody.
We don't like busybodies, Jasper.
So please, don't be a busybody. I mean, it takes so much time to find really worthy tenants.
We'd hate to have to start looking all over again.
So, for the time being, I decided to put my suspicions away. I didn't want to go back to them unless I really had a good reason to.
And now we're going to torture Tina. Tina's been having some really bad thoughts lately.
And then I wake up, and I find my wife's put a rattlesnake in my sleeping bag.
Time-release formula decapitates thousands of germs on impact.
Well, let me just tell you something. I don't care how many people he done killed. He's still my man.
And then one Saturday afternoon, I got a good reason. Did you get a new car?
What? Oh. Yeah. I was, taking it for a test drive, but I don't think I want it. They say if we don't get rid of all these cars, this, big hole is gonna open up in the sky, and these giant rays are gonna come down and, burn everybody to a crisp.
Yeah, it's the ozone layer.
What?
The ozone.
What were you saying?
No, just the ozone layer. I've got I think I hear my phone ringing. Have a good test drive, okay? Oh, Francis, okay, I know you told me not to be a busybody here, but just a minute ago, I could have sworn that Francis...
Betty, she went to the store. When she's not here, I don't know who I am anymore.
Francis? And then suddenly, I got a brilliant idea. I'd sneak into Troy's house. Betty and Francis couldn't very well accuse me of being a busybody if I found the evidence sitting right there.
Hello. Hi there. I just wanted to tell you that, well, I think it's great what you're doing for the community. And, well, if the community had more people like you living in it, it would really be a nice community.
I couldn't believe how normal it was. I was really relieved, you know. But then I went into the kitchen. It went on like that for I don't know how long. Just Troy playing his music from hell. And just about the most upsetting feeling I had was, did I look that stupid when I was playing my own music?
You really didn't have to be that rude. If you hadn't been that rude, this would never have happened to you.
Fuck are you doing? Fucking crazy motherfucker!
Now we're going to see if we can change your tune. One limb at a time.
But just then I happened to glance back at the screen again, and I saw something that had me absolutely mesmerized.
911, emergency. Hello? Hello, 911 emergency. Hello? Is there a goddamned emergency or isn't there?
I was sure he'd never intended to, but somehow Troy had done me an enormous favor. And so I decided I'd do him a favor right back.
Who the fuck is it?
It's Jasper.
Who?
Your assistant. And look, I brought your breakfast.
Chapter 72, The Lonely Years.
Mr. Vincent, I can't hold it in any longer. I have to go.
Oh, you're some kind of diabetic or something?
Well, it does run in the family, yeah.
Really? Well, go.
I made a copy of Troy's tape. And that night, just after Troy had left in yet another strange car, I snuck over to his house, and I returned the original.
What are you gonna do with that
Yeah, hello.
Jasper? Please don't hang up. I need to talk to you about something. It's very serious.
Yeah, okay, Rachel. Yeah, why don't we meet someplace?
I don't know how to be happy in this kind of environment. Yes, everything's going to hell, and no one seems to care. Ow!
Oh, thank you, Jasper. Oh, thank you so much. I knew I could count on you.
I've never seen you like this before. What happened? What happened?
They found Butch.
Who's Butch?
This guy was, this guy I know. He disappeared a few days ago.
So I guess I'll go kill myself with a 9mm gun.
They found his head on the Highland exit of the 101, and one of his legs was found in a garbage dump on a taco stand. They think in another month that they'll have enough pieces for a funeral.
Well, I gotta tell you, Rachel, I didn't know this guy. I can't get that upset about this.
Well, I'm not that upset myself. It's just, it feels so good to cry, you know?
Yes, I'm gonna kill myself, and one of you can stop me. But I guess nobody will. So here goes nothing.
Anyway, the reason that I really wanted to see you tonight was because I wanted to tell you about my TV show.
TV show?
Jasper!
What was that?
Jasper?
What was that?
Jasper, I was talking to you. I have finally achieved one of my life's ambitions. I'm gonna be on TV. My own cable outlet show.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now, what I was wondering is, do you have any pictures of yourself? Because I was going through my albums the other day, and all I could find were pictures of me.
What do you want a picture of me for?
Well, see, the show is called Old Boyfriends with your host, Rachel Andrews. Or maybe it should be with your host, Rachel.
Rachel? No. Okay, look, listen to me. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me.
Get your hands off me. You know, I should have known that we couldn't sit here and have a civil conversation.
Rachel, listen, don't do this, okay?
Wednesday nights at 10. You'll love it. Excuse me. Wednesday nights at 10. Wednesdays at 10? You'll love it. Yes, it's really hard to believe I actually lived with him for 6 whole months. But then, that's what will happen when you're a person with very low self-esteem. You'll allow yourself to go out with a sniveling little coward who doesn't like your cooking and who can't even begin to fulfill your sexual needs. Because you see, this photograph can't begin to convey the full impact of Jasper James. Not that he had the equipment that would ever deliver a truly full impact.
All I could do was hope no one had ever watched this show. I mean, why should anyone? Little public access thing? I mean, personally, I never watched those kinds of programs.
I'm losing my mind. You see, everywhere I go, people are making fun of me.
Maybe it's your imagination.
Betty, please.
Are you sure you haven't seen that show?
Absolutely not.
Well, then you're the only people who haven't. She's trying to ruin my life. She's absolutely trying to destroy me.
Just like Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Stephanie?
Oh, Betty's sister. She and Betty never got along.
Oh, that's putting it mildly.
The things she did to Betty you wouldn't believe. Spread vicious rumors.
Tried to seduce Francis.
Poisoned all the fish in our aquarium.
I've never seen your aquarium.
Well, that's because we no longer have one.
Not after Stephanie.
Well, what happened to her?
Well, you know, it's funny. One day she just vanished.
Vanished right off the face of the earth.
We don't know what happened to her. We just know she's gone.
Yeah, so don't be too upset. Maybe the same thing will happen to your ex-girlfriend. Maybe she'll just vanish.
It was a master stroke. Suddenly, I had an absolutely brilliant idea.
See, you're being rude all over again. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Sometimes at night I just take out my gun and start shooting.
There's no such thing as a bad feeling, Angela. Whatever you feel is perfectly valid.
The 62-year-old nun was raped and severely beaten yesterday to explosive exercise.
Yeah, and the networks are starting to get interested. Mm-hmm. I got a call the other day. They want to turn it into a weekly dramatic series. Oh, fuck you, Lorraine. Don't be so competitive. Oh, you know what? That must be my pizza. Where is it?
Where's what?
My pizza. Better not be cold.
I believe you backed into my van?
I beg your pardon?
Dear dumbass, I'm sorry I ruined the back of your van, but why don't you learn how to park? If you want to discuss this in person, please contact me at 1545 German Shepherd Drive. I'll be waiting. You didn't have to call me dumbass.
Well, I didn't. That note is obviously a forgery. Here, let me see. Let me see it.
Let me see it, please.
I'm not gonna say please to you. I hardly know you. Just go. Run along. You're really starting to irritate me. Hey! Hey! Dumbass. I want you gone. Now! Let me go right this second. Let me go. Hey, can you hear me? Oh. What are you gonna do with those clippers?
Give you a haircut.
No, no, no. Wait. No! No!
Who is it? Hang on a second.
Hey, how you doing?
Can't complain.
Good to see you again.
Thanks. What exactly can I do for you?
We understand you used to go out with a girl named Rachel Andrews.
Yeah, that's correct.
You got our sympathies.
What do you mean?
She disappeared a few nights ago. We've been conducting an investigation. And I've got to tell you, from what we've uncovered, she sounds like a real bitch.
Major bitch. Major.
Yeah, that sounds like Rachel, all right.
Fuck her.
Yeah, good fucking riddance.
One car, man.
One car, what the hell you got, Bob? Hey, Chuck. Hey,
all right. Hey, Jasper, my man. You bring the pretzels? Hey, it's Edward Penis Head.
Classic. That's a classic.
Who's that?
Called out for a little female companionship, if you know what I mean.
Okay, now that we got that over, get naked.
Sure, that sounds good to me. I love that part.
Hey, I know you.
Oh, yeah, you're that wimpy guy.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the thermometer?
She obviously didn't recognize the change in me. I did. I felt a surge of confidence I'd never felt before. I felt in total command of myself. The world was my oyster. I could do anything I wanted to.
Morning, Troy. Morning.
Synthetic brain, that's what I got. Synthetic brain, replacing what was shot. All that blood running down my little brain, running in its blood red stream. Ow, ow.
Come on, hurry the fuck up.
I got a whole new attitude, I got things to do. Thanks to the procedure, I'm better than you.
Hey, how's everybody doing? No, don't get up. Don't get up. Don't worry about me. Hi.
Hi.
How's the crowd tonight?
Okay.
Good, good. Hey, what's that you're reading? Okay, good. Yeah. How's it going? Great. Hi. Evening.
All that blood, all that blood. Down my little brain.
Who the fuck is it?
I got your dinner.
Stick it in the kitchen.
What are you doing? That's the manuscript. Why are you burning the manuscript?
Because it's no good. I've been sitting here for a couple of hours reading it. It's a pile of shit. We have to start over. We have to begin again.
All right. But I'm using the computer this time.
What'd you say?
I said I'm using the computer this time. Or at least a typewriter or something. There's no reason in the world why I should write this whole thing out by hand.
Reason? There's always a reason. Do you understand me? And the reason is because that's what I want. Now, I'll tell you, let's get back to work, okay?
Not unless I use the computer.
I could fire you, you know? I could replace you just like that.
I'll save you the trouble. I'll quit.
You want a raise? Is that it? Well, then you got it. What do you want?
I want to use the computer.
Little boy, you can't use a computer. You just can't.
Yeah, and you know why? Huh? Because you don't want to finish this book, Vince. You don't want this book ever to get done, and you know why?
Why?
Because you don't want the world to know about your little disfigurement.
Oh.
Okay, I take it you weren't planning on a photo section, Vince.
Get out of my house. Get the fuck out of here! Get out! 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 Out!
You're stalling, Vince. You're stalling. That's why you've been torturing me. And that's why you're such a fucking asshole!
okay? Because you don't want the whole world to know that you're a freak, Vince. Freak! You're a fucking freak!
You son of a bitch!
Stay away from me. Stay away from me. You double-chin bastard!
Play with me. What are you gonna do? Oh, God! Oh, Jesus! Oh!
Oh, God. Oh.
I guess I could have stopped myself, but I just didn't want to. And I didn't feel guilty afterwards. The only thing that concerned me was not getting caught.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Charles, please. Sure. Hi, Mr. Charles. It's Jasper James, Mr. Vincent's assistant. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. He just wanted to let you know that he's going to South America for an extended vacation. Yeah. Okay.
Everybody said they hoped he'd never come back. And I called them all. Everybody in his Rolodex. Only there was a problem. I couldn't get through to the maid. I mean, she didn't speak much English, and I couldn't get her to understand there was no need to show up for work. So that meant I'd have to dispose of the body.
you doing here so early in the morning?
I don't know. What are you doing here so early in the morning?
Well, I'm gonna be going now.
Me too.
Okay, Troy, I'll see you around.
Yeah. Could you give me a ride? I thought I wanted to walk, but now I'm sort of tired.
Well, you know, Troy, walking is a really nice form of exercise. It's like the best there is. None compares. Okay, hop in.
They say, eventually, the city will start someplace in Mexico and it will just keep going all the way to Canada. The whole thing will just be one big city.
Is that so?
Yeah. Yeah, and it will all be run by computers. Everybody will be working for computer companies. And when babies are born, they'll put computer chips in their heads right away.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe so they won't cry so much.
Well, here we are, Troy.
Thanks. I am one just like that.
Yeah, it's a small world.
A little too small.
Who is it?
Troy!
Listen, Troy, I'm about to hit the sack here, okay?
Yeah, but I really need to talk to you.
Okay. Hang on a second. Yes, Troy.
I can't seem to find my power saw anywhere.
Really? No, that one in my car, that's mine, Troy, I promise.
I cut my foot.
You cut your foot?
Last night, on a piece of glass in my kitchen, and I'm pretty sure that's where I left my power saw. See, somebody broke a glass in my kitchen. Somebody borrowed my power saw without asking, and I think I know who that somebody is.
Troy, listen, I gotta get some sleep here.
You know what I think? You know what I think? I think you're a thief!
Oh, Betty. Francis, thank God.
Jasper, what in the name of God?
It's Troy. He's a killer. He's killed, I don't know, like 100 people, and he's trying to kill me. You gotta help me.
Have some more tea, Jasper. Drink it all up. It'll settle your nerves.
You were saying, Jasper.
Yeah. Okay, so after I stole the key, I went over and I broke into his house, and... Okay, so it looks totally normal, but I found these tapes in there.
Tapes?
Yeah, videotapes. I took one of them home, and I watched it, and it's Troy on that tape. And he's dismembering someone.
We think you owe Troy an apology.
An apology?
Well, after all, you have no right to break into his house, Jasper.
Earth to Betty and Francis! I mean, the guy, he kills people and he dismembers them. Do you copy? I mean, that is all over.
That's a very nasty tone you're using, Jasper.
Since when do you use such a nasty tone?
Well, don't you think we should call the police at least?
Oh, police never do anything. They're utterly worthless.
All they want is play cards and drink beer.
And watch pornographic films.
Serve and protect.
My eye. Why, Francis and I were burglarized 3 times the same week and nothing ever happened.
No arrests.
No prosecutions.
No anything.
Uh-oh.
If you like, Jasper, we can give you a little more tea. I think you might want to remain unconscious from now on in.
Who are these people?
Your neighbors, Jasper. You never even made an effort to meet all your neighbors.
The form was all wrong. You never did belong here.
Just like my sister, Stephanie. She used to live at your house. And just like you, she got very suspicious about Troy.
And she confronted him. Which, given her foul mouth, was a very bad idea.
Yes, I'm afraid Troy doesn't take much to rudeness. Now, Jasper, I hate to insist, but I really think you should have some of this.
You don't understand. You see, I was using him too. I had him kill my girlfriend.
You took the hint. We were absolutely certain that you hadn't understood it. Well, we never could get along without him.
He does all the work that we don't have the strength for, which is why I don't know why you'd want to turn him over to the police.
Not that they do it.
No, they never do.
I wasn't going to turn him over to the police. I wasn't, but he attacked me.
Well, you see there, our hands are tied. No pun intended.
See, we give Troy whatever he wants. And apparently, he wants you dead.
God damn you people! Let me go!
Oh, dear. I'm afraid that's it, folks.
Thank you all very much for helping us move.
No, listen! Don't leave me! Okay. Look, I'll leave. I'll move and I'll never come back, I swear. I swear! I'm just like him. I'm a killer, too.
You like that, don't you? Well, here, I bet you like this even more.
Anybody else want to show a tape?
Is that the Bronx sound?
Troy's home!
Look what you did to my arm. How does anyone expect me to torture and kill you and everything with just one arm? Gotta hand it to you. That was some move with the knife today.
Thanks. Listen to me, Troy. Okay, the reason why I went into your house and stole that power saw was because I killed someone too.
You deserve it?
Yeah.
Good. That's pretty much the only rule I've got. They've got to deserve it. And you do. You really do. I realized something today. I'm off my game. I mean, a year ago, you would never been able to get away from me. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too old for all this.
Maybe you need a vacation, huh?
Beginning right now, I bet.
Hey, everyone needs a vacation, Troy.
I hear Alaska's nice. It's not too crowded in Alaska.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but all these people, they're all dependent on me. We can't let them down.
Listen, I think maybe I've got a way to work all this out.
There you go, in your face. How about that, huh?
Full boat.
3 cans.
I got a lousy pair of horse. No offense, of course.
None taken. Alaska. Who's Troy?
Oh, he's just a guy. He used to live here. He turned his lease over to me.
He didn't do you no favors.
That's for damn sure.
Excuse me, will you...
Jasper! Hello, Jasper. Are you busy?
Yes, actually I am.
Well, stop by the house when you have a chance, would you? We have something we want to discuss.
Our accountants.
We caught him embezzling.
I'll drop by later tonight.
Yeah, I love money more. They come as
maybe it's temporary. Maybe one day, just like Troy, I'll finally make it out of here. But then sometimes, I feel like I finally found my niche in life. I mean, after all, the only real difference between heaven and hell is a few million adjustments.
If we don't find a solution to these problems,
Fucking scumbag!
next thing you know, we'll all be eating each other.